NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Huskies, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Toronto Huskies. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
As we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And they will ring them down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
On first down, Burnett. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taking down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's dropped underneath for Roundtree. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Myers' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Joey Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. You got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Chargers getting set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Herbert on 1st down now. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Herbert. His throw incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. On the right side, he finds Burnett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll swing that out complete to Roundtree. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. On the give is Roundtree. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Roundtree, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Larry Roundtree. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Larry Roundtree touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Oh, he shifts past him. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hand off here to Roundtree.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Herbert now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
They'll check this down to Roundtree.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
That now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
On second and inches, Herbert finding Williams once more, complete. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up second and 3 at the Chargers 20.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Powerful running.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
And they'll run again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Huskies use the short field to get in for 6.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up.
Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. He stiff arms him.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as we get this up to about the 42.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Once more, it's the fullback hand. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is caught by Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Herbert.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Herbert got an open man. It's Burnett. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff looking right.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line is, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this one complete to Burnett. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Runs through the contact. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here, because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do, and the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.